Hello everyone and welcome back to Noia Dev, the series that aims to prove that one developer can create a successful MMO RPG. My name is Dane, and this week on Noia Dev we're talking about the new town. Over the past month or so I've been working on these monsters and monster attacks for the Deep Forest map, and I've hit the proverbial wall that I always seem to slam into. After a month or so of working on the same area, I start to get sick of looking at it, and that's okay. This is the same thing that happened with the forest map, the iron mine, and the beehive. I got sick of seeing the map, so I worked on something else for a few weeks. I let my ideas percolate for a little bit, and then I returned to those maps with a fresh pair of eyes. I cannot stress this enough, this is normal. At least it is for me. So, the past week I've been busy working on the first town for Noia. It's called Town A, because I suck at naming things. Look, I spent like an hour trying to come up with a clever name for this town, and I got absolutely nowhere, so if you got a good name, put it down in the comments. Now, I am not a cartographer, so I did what I always do when trying to make a new map, is I went searching for various D&D battle maps. Shout out to r/battle maps on Reddit. But when that didn't turn up anything useful, I went with plan B, Pokemon fan maps. I never got into Pokemon as a kid, but some of you guys certainly did, and there's no shortage of amazing fan-made Pokemon maps out there. I was drawn to this particular one by Sailor Vicious on DeviantArt and used it as a general template for the new town. This map actually came together a lot faster than any previous map that I've made so far, so I guess I'm getting better at understanding how tiles are going to fit together now. Someone had mentioned in the comments of a previous video that I don't use the Unity rule tiles when tiling out borders for cliff edges and whatnot. Rule tiles are things in Unity where a dev can tell Unity specific rules on how the tiles are supposed to fit together. This is a corner, this is a wall, this is a straightaway, and it would automatically handle all of those edges and corners for me. To be honest, I tried setting up a Unity rule tile once in the past, got frustrated with it, and then just never tried ever again. Maybe one day I'll try again, but for now, I think I'm fast enough to just do it by hand. Another areas that I noticed that I improved my efficiency is placing trees. Back when I was making the forest map, I would place a single tile for the base of the tree and then zoom way in and try and place the tree object exactly pixel perfect. Now I just copy and paste a whole bunch of groups of trees together and line them up in a general area. I honestly don't see much of a difference, but if you guys do, let me know. Speaking of trees in the town, I did have to create this new trick with some of them. The trees are not tiles, they're objects that cast shadows on the ground. And because of this, they would actually overlay on top of the buildings because the buildings are tiles. Using my newfound knowledge of sprite masks, when I went and created the waist-high water effect, I was able to add some sprite masks to these individual trees to make them look like they were behind some of the buildings. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Now, no town is complete without some townsfolk. I came up with a general list of town NPC ideas and put them on the art request section of the Discord. Wait, what's that sound? I kid you not, within a few hours of me posting the NPC request list, Netherfang not only drew up every single NPC that I had requested in the category, but also came up with several of his own, and created names, and created personalities, and backstories for each one of them. It's crazy. I was particularly drawn to the description of the town mayor that reminded me of a particular bit from one of my favorite book series, Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've mentioned this series before in previous devlogs. It's awesome, go read it. In the book, Carl arrives at a new town and he's given a general warm greeting, but at the very end they say,
"And again, stay out of City Hall."
To which he is immediately given a quest to
New quest. Find out what's in City Hall.
The quest in the book is kind of wild and way too intricate for Noia, but it did get me thinking on how I could do something similar. You guys remember Rhonda out in the forest? She's trying out camping for the first time. Well, she, turns out, is the mayor's assistant. And because she is out on vacation, all of the paperwork and red tape in town hall is starting to pile up and get out of hand. Boy, I hope nothing bad happens. Wink. Anyway, Netherfang also provided all of these other NPCs, which are just amazing. So I'm going to create a page for each one of them on the Discord spoilers section, and if you guys want to come up with some quests for a specific NPC, you should join the Noia Discord, link down in the description. The only one you guys don't get to have is Old Man Gus here. I already have a whole quest line made for him that I hope you guys will really love, so you'll just have to keep an eye out for that in a future update. And that's it for this week. I'm as surprised as you are that the town map actually came together as quickly as it did. There's still a lot of work to be done though. I still have a whole ton of house interiors to get done, as well as creating all the quest lines for all the various NPCs that Netherfang has given me. Aside from all that, there's all sorts of different stuff that needs to go into the shops, the different crafting NPCs, all the recipes. Needless to say, I gotta get back to work. So, I'll see you next time. Bye.